You're pouring your heart and soul into your goals. You're working hard, you're trying to move forward, and you're doing everything you know how to do. But despite your immense conscious effort, something invisible seems to hold you back, keeping you stuck in a loop of unfulfilled potential. You find yourself repeating the same struggles, hitting the same walls, and feeling as if your life's narrative has a mind of its own. Owen Hermstring reveals a startling truth behind this perplexing cycle. Your recurring patterns are not random accidents. They are, in fact, undetected subconscious scripts, powerful programs continuously broadcasting their code, ensuring your reality loops back to familiar, predictable, and often limiting outcomes. Imagine your subconscious mind as a vast, powerful supercomputer running a complex operating system. This operating system isn't running on free will alone. It's executing deeply ingrained scripts, lines of code formed from beliefs, emotional responses, and learned behaviors absorbed throughout your life. These scripts dictate your energetic frequency, which the universe as a perfect mirror unfailingly reflects. Hermstring states, "Your life is not a series of random events, it is a meticulously executed program. Every recurring pattern, every loop of frustration, is a line of code from an undetected script running deep within your subconscious. Until you bring this script to light, you are merely an actor, bound to its predetermined narrative." This means that the frustrating challenges you face are not arbitrary. They are meticulously executed scenes from a hidden screenplay that your subconscious is continuously playing. The reason you feel stuck no matter what you do is because you are an actor trying to change the plot without ever seeing the script. The energetic mechanism of this undetected script is insidious because it operates primarily on autopilot, outside your conscious awareness. When triggered by certain situations, the script automatically fires off old emotional responses, thought patterns, and behaviors, overriding any conscious intentions to respond differently. This automatic execution generates a highly consistent, often low-frequency energetic broadcast. The universe receives this dominant signal and, being a perfect mirror, consistently reflects situations that perfectly resonate with this emotional and behavioral state. This creates a self-reinforcing loop. The script dictates the emotional behavioral response. This response broadcasts a frequency. Reality mirrors this frequency. Reality reinforces the original script. This makes it feel like an inescapable cycle, leaving you perpetually stuck. Consider the individual with a relationship script that dictates, "I always attract emotionally unavailable partners." Despite consciously desiring a deep, connected relationship, their subconscious script continually broadcasts this pattern, leading them to unknowingly choose or attract partners who fit this mold, compelling these dysfunctional dynamics to replay. Or think of someone with a financial script that states, "Scarcity is normal and money is hard to keep." Even with financial gains, this script broadcasts anxiety and the expectation of loss, ensuring financial struggles recur through unexpected expenses or missed opportunities. The power of these scripts lies in their invisibility. You cannot change a script you don't know exists. The feeling of being stuck no matter what I do is a direct result of the unseen, automated nature of this program. Identifying these undetected programs is the crucial first step to rewriting your life's narrative and breaking free from its predetermined loops. You've identified the undetected script that is keeping you stuck. Your instinct screams, "When in doubt, push harder." But Owen Hermstring reveals a profound paradox that can trap you further. Excessive effort and struggle are not signs of progress, but energetic illusions of motion. He explains that pushing harder to get unstuck generates resistance, not flow, creating a pervasive feeling of stagnation that keeps your desired reality blocked. Imagine your path to freedom as a flowing river, and you, a boat, trying to navigate it. The illusion of effort is like trying to move your boat upstream against a strong current, furiously rowing and exhausting yourself. Your actions are immense, but your forward momentum is minimal, and you quickly become drained. Hermstring is direct in his warning. The universe does not yield to your struggle. It dances with your alignment. When you push against the current of your defined reality, your strained belief broadcasts resistance, ensuring the very struggle you despise becomes the enduring signature of your journey. This means that the underlying frequency of trying harder is often, "This is difficult, this isn't working, or I have to force it because it's not naturally happening." This signal of doubt and struggle directly contradicts the frequency of effortless flow and ease, creating immense energetic friction. The energetic mechanism of this trap is insidious. If your subconscious blueprint, from previous topics or emotional archive, defines reality as a struggle or difficult, then trying harder directly confirms and strengthens that definition. Your immense effort is not a broadcast of faith. It is a broadcast of profound doubt, a signal that you don't trust the universe to deliver with ease. The universe, being a mirror, obliges by reflecting more struggle and friction, thus perpetuating the cycle. This leads to energetic exhaustion, burnout, and a feeling of perpetual fighting and uphill battle, consuming the very life force you need for genuine transformation. This self-inflicted struggle reinforces the old definition of a hard life and ensures you'll stay the same. Furthermore, the loud, chaotic energy of trying hard actively drowns out the subtle whispers of intuition and inspired action, the very signals that guide you to effortless flow and reveal pathways to a new, redefined life. You're too busy pushing to hear the instructions for a graceful rewrote. Consider the individual who is stuck in an unfulfilling job, desperately trying harder to network, apply to countless jobs, and force conversations, but feeling drained and getting nowhere. Their intense effort broadcasts struggle to advance, reinforcing their old career cycle of stagnation. Or the person who experiences a recurring emotional loop of anger and tries harder to suppress it or force happiness. This effort broadcasts resistance to the emotions, reinforcing the emotional loop and ensuring the feelings return with greater force. The solution is not to surrender to inaction, but to shift from forced effort to inspired action, acting from a place of trust, ease, and alignment with your desired definition, allowing the universe to flow with you rather than against you. The greatest strength is not in pushing against the current, but in knowing when to set your sail and let the wind carry you. You've identified the energetic GPS of your past, and you've seen how the illusion of effort creates stagnation. But what if your persistent frustration and inability to get unstuck are not random? What if they are the direct result of an agreement you don't even remember making? Owen Hermstring points to the unseen contract, a complex, intricate web of subconscious beliefs, inherited patterns, and deeply ingrained societal conditioning that you unknowingly agreed to, and which now dictates your dominant energetic broadcast, ensuring your life remains stuck within its limiting clauses. Imagine your subconscious mind as a vast ancient law firm, diligently enforcing a contract you never consciously signed. Every limiting belief, I am not worthy, money is hard, love is pain, and every inherited pattern, like repeated financial struggles or relationship challenges, is a binding clause within this invisible agreement. Hermstring is direct in his assessment. Your life is not a random game of chance. It is the output of an invisible operating system running deep within your subconscious. Every unexamined belief, every inherited pattern is a clause you agreed to, and your reality is merely the enforcement of its terms. This means that even as your conscious mind yearns for freedom and abundance, your underlying energetic system is compelled to operate within the parameters of this unseen contract, continuously broadcasting its limiting terms. The energetic mechanism of this unseen contract is its profound invisibility and consistency. Because these clauses were often absorbed in vulnerable childhood moments or subtly woven into your psyche by cultural norms and media narratives, they operate outside your conscious awareness. This subconscious programming dictates a dominant frequency that aligns perfectly with the contract's terms. If a clause states, I am destined for struggle, then that is precisely the energetic frequency your field transmits. The universe, in its role as a perfect and impartial mirror, dutifully reflects those terms back to you, creating a reality that continuously validates the conditions of your unseen agreement. This explains the feeling of being perpetually stuck in life. You are trying to manifest something outside the predetermined terms of your contract, which is energetically impossible without a conscious renegotiation. Consider the individual who complains about being stuck in debt, but their unseen contract holds a clause like, money is hard to get and quickly lost, inherited from a struggling family line. This contract dictates their energetic broadcast, ensuring their life remains defined by financial limitation. Or the person who repeatedly finds themselves in unfulfilling relationships. Their unseen contract might contain a clause like, love requires sacrifice, or I must fix others to be worthy of affection. This contract dictates their relational patterns, ensuring they remain stuck in cycles of giving without receiving. The subtle yet powerful reality is that your deepest frustrations are often the direct echoes of these hidden agreements. Understanding that your limitations are not external fate, but meticulously enforced terms of an unseen agreement, is the crucial step towards reclaiming your power and rewriting your destiny. The key to getting unstuck is to stop fighting the symptoms and start renegotiating the contract. You face the uncomfortable truth of your energetic GPS, and you've understood the law that defines your life. But when you feel its chains, your gut instinct screams, push harder, try more. What if that very push, that intense effort, is the one thing that is guaranteeing you stay in the same cycle? Owen Hermstring reveals that this belief in more effort as the key to liberation is the grand deception, a powerful lie that paradoxically amplifies the cycle of struggle, keeping you trapped in the very loop you're desperately trying to escape. Imagine your life's definition as a deeply worn groove, and you're trying to jump to a new, higher groove. The grand deception is convincing you that the only way to get there is to frantically push and shove against the sides of the old groove. Your energy is immense, but it's spent creating friction, not forward momentum. Hermstring states, the definition of your struggle is etched deeper with every forced effort. The universe does not yield to your brute will. It dances with your alignment. When you push against the current of your defined reality, your strained belief broadcasts resistance, ensuring the very struggle you despise becomes the enduring signature of your journey. This means that the underlying frequency of trying harder is often, this is difficult, this isn't working, or I have to force it because it's not naturally happening. This signal of doubt and struggle clashes with your desire for a new, effortless life and creates immense energetic friction. The energetic mechanism of this trap is insidious. If your subconscious blueprint, topic 2, or emotional archive defines reality as a struggle or difficult, then trying harder directly confirms and strengthens that definition. Your immense effort is not a broadcast of faith, it is a broadcast of profound doubt, a signal that you don't trust the universe to deliver with ease. The universe, being a mirror, obliges by reflecting more struggle and friction, thus perpetuating the cycle. This leads to energetic exhaustion, a feeling of perpetual fighting, and burnout, consuming the very life force you need for genuine transformation. This self-inflicted struggle reinforces the old definition of a hard life and ensures you'll stay the same. Furthermore, the loud, chaotic energy of trying hard actively drowns out the subtle whispers of intuition and inspired action, the very signals that guide you to effortless flow and reveal pathways to a new, redefined life. You're too busy pushing to hear the instructions for a graceful rewrote. Consider the individual who is stuck in an unfulfilling job and desperately tries harder to network, apply to countless jobs, and force conversations, but feels drained and gets nowhere. Their immense effort broadcasts struggle to advance, reinforcing their old career cycle of stagnation, or the person who experiences a recurring emotional loop of anger and tries harder to suppress it or force happiness. This effort broadcasts resistance to the emotions, reinforcing the emotional loop and ensuring the feelings return with greater force. The solution is not to surrender to inaction, but to shift from forced effort to inspired action, acting from a place of trust, ease, and alignment with your desired definition, allowing the universe to flow with you rather than against you. The greatest strength is not in pushing against the current, but in knowing when to set your sail and let the wind carry you. You've faced the uncomfortable truth of your energetic GPS, and you've seen how the grand deception of more effort paradoxically reinforces your struggles. But what if there's a primal terror that keeps you clinging to the misery you've known, preferring its certainty to the freedom you've never experienced? Owen Hermstring exposes this as the fear of the void, a deep, primal, energetic resistance to releasing familiar connections, patterns, or states of being, even if they are painful or draining. This subconscious terror of the unknown pulls you back into old cycles, ensuring you'll stay the same by preferring known misery over perceived emptiness. Imagine your path to a new, liberated life as a courageous leap from a high cliff. The old life, the cycle of struggle, is the familiar, solid ground beneath you. The new life, the unknown freedom, is the vast, exhilarating, but utterly empty space in front of you. Your conscious mind yearns for the leap, But your subconscious mind, programmed for survival and familiarity, registers the unknown as danger, as a direct threat to its established energetic blueprint. Hermstring is precise in his warning. The greatest magnetic pull in your field is not desire, but familiarity. To truly break free from a cycle of struggle, you must willingly step into the energetic void of the unknown, releasing the familiar frequencies of your old self. This fear of energetic freefall is the ultimate trap, binding you to known misery, because the possibility of nothing feels more terrifying than the certainty of pain. This means that the fear isn't of failure, but often of the success, the change, and the new identity that success would demand, all of which exist in the terrifying void of the unfamiliar. The energetic mechanism of this fear is insidious. The subconscious, as a loyal but misguided guardian, prioritizes survival and predictability. A cycle of struggle, though painful, is a known quantity. It registers as safe compared to the uncharted territory of true freedom, self-sufficiency, or effortless success. This subconscious preference creates a powerful gravitational pullback to old patterns, even if they are detrimental to your well-being. This is distinct from consciously chosen change. This is the profound fear of true energetic emptiness, of facing yourself without the distraction or purpose of being in a familiar struggle. This low, dense frequency of fear acts as a powerful anchor, preventing release. For instance, a person in an emotionally draining relationship knows they should leave, but the idea of being alone, of charting an entirely new relational identity, feels like falling into an abyss. So they stay in the familiar pain, broadcasting the comfort of the known. This fear often manifests as powerful self-sabotage, often just as you are on the cusp of a breakthrough. You might suddenly become sick, lose motivation, create a crisis, or fall back into old detrimental habits. These are not random occurrences. They are your energetic GPS, fueled by the fear of the void, pulling you back to familiar coordinates. Consider the professional stuck in an unfulfilling job. When a dream opportunity arises, they might find reasons not to pursue it, or feel overwhelming imposter syndrome, subconsciously preferring the known misery to the unknown success and its accompanying responsibilities. Overcoming the fear of the void requires immense courage and a conscious act of faith. It means acknowledging the subconscious terror without allowing it to dictate your actions. It's about developing an inner compass so strong that it can navigate the uncharted waters of true transformation, choosing to broadcast a higher frequency of trust and readiness for the unknown, even when every fiber of your being screams to retreat. This is the ultimate test of your commitment to your new liberated self. You've understood the law that keeps you in a cycle. You've faced the resistance of the grand deception and the primal terror of the void. You know you're not meant to stay the same. Now the ultimate question arises: how do you actively change your life's fundamental definition and seize conscious control of your destiny? Owen Hermstring reveals his most profound solution: the energetic redefinition, a deliberate, multifaceted hack to overhaul your core energetic blueprint. This is the path to breaking the cycle and truly reclaiming your power. Imagine your subconscious as a powerful supercomputer, and the energetic redefinition is the deliberate act of providing it with a new operating system. This isn't about minor tweaks, it's a systematic overhaul of your core energetic programming. Hermstring states, redefinition is not a gradual adjustment, it is an instantaneous, conscious choice of frequency. To rewrite your energetic blueprint, you must starve the old definitions of your attention and flood your field with the undeniable truth of your sovereign being until the universe has no choice but to reflect your chosen destiny. This means your life's narrative is not a fixed script. It's a program that you can consciously delete and replace, using your attention and your intention as the ultimate power source. The energetic redefinition hack involves several key steps. First, blueprint identification and conscious acknowledgement. Begin by meticulously observing your current reality. Based on your recurring patterns and predominant feelings, what is your life currently defined as? E.g., life is a struggle. I'm always financially limited. Relationships are hard. This is your initial diagnosis. Practice radical acceptance of this current definition without judgment. Understanding it was built by your past programming. Acknowledging it disarms its resistance, freeing you to proceed without the old energetic baggage. Second, energetic purge and release. Actively dissolve the old definitions. Engage in pattern interruption. When an old thought, habit, or emotional response tied to the old definition arises, consciously interrupt it immediately. This breaks the old energetic circuit. Practice emotional processing and release. Allow any suppressed emotions tied to the old definition, e.g., shame from past failures, resentment from past struggles, to be felt and released. Unprocessed emotions bind definitions in place. Visualize the old blueprint, old definitions or energetic GPS being erased, deleted, or dissolved. See your life's definition file being corrupted and removed, freeing up that energetic space. Third, new blueprint programming and flooding. Immediately flood the cleared space with your new desired definition. Consistently declare your new sovereign identity using powerful I am declarations, e.g., I am a magnet for effortless abundance. I am a powerful creator of harmonious relationships. I am a brilliant leader whose life flows with ease. Infuse with deep feeling and actively act as if you are already this new definition, aligning your physical actions with your desired state. Consciously immerse yourself in positive input. Flood your mind with content and surround yourself with people who embody your new definition. Continuously calibrate your language using empowering words that reflect your new reality. I get to versus I have to. Finally, consistent practice and reinforcement. This is an ongoing daily commitment. The universe responds to consistency. Celebrate every small shift, every synchronous event, every feeling of ease that aligns with your new definition. This positive feedback reinforces the new programming, making it your dominant broadcast. Rewriting your energetic blueprint requires persistent effort, self-compassion, and patience, but it is the ultimate path to reclaiming your inner architect and designing a reality where your life is defined by your conscious will. You've radically redefined your energetic blueprint. You've purged old limiting programs, embraced new empowering truths, and consciously chosen your energetic identity. What is the ultimate reward for this profound liberation? Owen Hermstring reveals it. You become the sovereign creator, living a reality where you consciously define your destiny, unbound by external forces or old programming, and effortlessly manifesting a life precisely aligned with your true, limitless potential. Hermstring insists that the true measure of destiny is not fate, but conscious definition. When your energetic blueprint harmonizes with your sovereign will, you cease to be a passenger of circumstance and become the awakened creator of your destiny. He states, the true measure of destiny is not fate, but conscious definition. When your energetic blueprint harmonizes with your sovereign will, you cease to be a passenger of circumstance and become the awakened creator of your destiny, creating a reality precisely to your sovereign specifications. This means your life is no longer a default setting, but a deliberate, conscious masterpiece. The energetic mechanism of the sovereign creator is pure, unobstructed flow. With the energetic blueprint radically redefined and perfectly aligned with your conscious will, all internal friction disappears. Ideas, opportunities, and resources flow to you with astonishing ease and speed, transforming your life from a turbulent eddy into a clear, powerful river. Your harmonized mind consistently broadcasts a clear, high-frequency signal aligned with your conscious will. The universe, a perfect mirror, has no choice but to reflect this back with undeniable precision. You attract exactly what you intend. Your intuition becomes a crystal-clear channel, guiding you to the most aligned actions and optimal decisions that manifest your defined destiny. Challenges are met not with reactive fear or compliance, but with inner certainty and creative solutions, as your redefined subconscious supports finding answers rather than confirming limitations. Consider the individual whose life was once defined by struggle. As a sovereign creator, they now experience opportunities appearing, resources flowing, and life unfolding with grace, because their blueprint defines ease and abundance. The person who was stuck in limited relationships now attracts and sustains deep, respectful connections, because their blueprint defines unconditional love and mutual growth. The sovereign creator means that your reality is not a reflection of what happened to you, but a dynamic, ever-expanding manifestation of what you choose to create. This is the culmination of Hermstring's teaching, a life lived in profound freedom, where you are truly the awakened architect of your own destiny, continuously refining your design as you evolve and embracing limitless expansion. If Owen Hermstring's message resonated and you're ready to consciously define your destiny, Join our community. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the notification bell. We're dedicated to helping you master your energetic blueprint for a life of boundless freedom. Leave a comment below and tell us, what old definition are you ready to rewrite today? Your journey to a sovereign, intentionally created reality begins when you align.